12:45 and I'm starting work a little bit late because I had to take Tuxedo to the vet this morning. He had an appointment to get his breathing checked out and do his regular yearly vaccines and stuff like that. So he's back home. He's really good with traveling and going in the crate and, you know, going to the vet. Angel, on the other hand, she's definitely the troublemaker. So we're back now. He's good. I'm just gonna keep an eye on him in case anything arises, but he's usually good with his shots and he's a good cat, other than keeping me up at night. We had such an amazing weekend for the market. You guys will see all about it, or you probably have already seen all about it in the market vlog. But I am gonna be doing a big admin heavy day. It's a really big editing day. That's pretty much all I'm gonna be doing today. One thing I do have to do before I do that is upload all of my files from my iMac onto Dropbox. I woke up this morning at 5:30 to a humongous crash in my office. And if you guys aren't aware, in my new place, the office is where the cats sleep at night because Tuxedo, it's just relentless at keeping me up at 3 a.m. Angel, I think she wanted to eat the bows that I made out of ribbon and taped onto my computer, and she ended up knocking the computer over and actually cracked the entire half of the screen. So before I take it into Apple on Wednesday, I want to upload everything from this computer onto Dropbox so that I can then open Dropbox on my laptop and export all of that onto a hard drive. There's something wrong with this computer that's been wrong for it like ever since I got it. I just never wanted to take it to Apple. The actual USB-C ports on the back of it, when you plug in a hard drive, you can't eject it so that it like ejects properly and doesn't like break the hard drive. You actually just have to pull it out, and it ends up dismounting the hard drive from the computer, so that when you plug it in again or plug it into a different computer, you have to remount it. And I've actually broke 2 hard drives in the past, the lacy ones. So now I use these Samsung T9s, but they are significantly more expensive than the orange lacy ones, and I just do not have the patience or the energy or the money to break them and for them not to be able to get fixed. So that's why I'm doing it through Dropbox and then importing it onto my laptop, because my laptop has the ability to eject the hard drives. So that's just a whole big spiel for absolutely no reason, but that's what I'm going to be doing now. And then I'm going to pretty much just sit and do admin, prep some content, and respond to emails and do editing. And that's literally what I'm going to be doing all day long, and prepping my to-do list of the stuff to do tomorrow. After Tuesday, we're going to be really hunkering down and getting this spring collection ready. It's definitely going to be an end of April thing, but I am going to be putting all my limbs into the process of getting this stuff done, and hopefully I can get at least 2/3 of the collection I wanted to have for this drop, and maybe do a mini spring collection in May, or just get started on a summer collection. It's just definitely not working out the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. Sometimes things don't go to plan, and I have to learn to go with the flow and sometimes embrace the fact that not everything is going to go the way that I want it to. I'm going to stop talking. I need to get this stuff done, and I'll kind of give you guys updates throughout the day if I do anything spectacular. But like I said, it's just an admin heavy day and a very big editing day. I have 3 videos I need to edit and get up, and I didn't post anything last week, so I need this video to go up either tonight or tomorrow. So I gotta put my best foot forward with this stuff. Update, nothing monumental. I just uploaded a reel. I was scrolling around looking for something, or like an idea of something to post, and I found a really good audio, and then I put my own little spin on it. So I just posted a reel, and I'm gonna get back to editing. I've already edited, well, I've actually rough cut 31 minutes. I think this vlog is probably gonna be about 50 minutes long, maybe 55 minutes, I'm not sure, but I've almost finished rough cutting the entire video. And then after that, I'm gonna go in and do all the creative stuff like sound effects, zoom ins, and music, and titles, and little fun little stuff. I've been having more fun with editing lately and making my videos a little bit more of my creative side, and I've been having so much fun with this, but it does take so much longer. And also because I now live in a building and the windows are gigantic, which is amazing, but I also have to do a lot of blurring effects, and that takes a while. So I'm just getting through this stuff. I think I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna make myself a bagel with cream cheese, and then maybe like a tea or something, or my second coffee of the day, because I'm still tired. I got a good sleep, but I woke up at 5, so I think I need another coffee. I'm still in the same spot that I left you guys in, but to be fair, I did have somebody come by for the dishwasher today, and Jacob's mom came over. So I did actually get up off this chair, but I have been editing for like 5 hours, I think. This video is taking me so long. I'm having so much fun with the edits, so I'm just taking my time rolling through it because I dedicated this entire day to editing. I did want to get more than one video edited, but I feel like this video is just going to take me until the nighttime. So I was going to make dinner today, but I think I'm going to have to postpone that, and I'm going to go and grab a burrito. I'm gonna go and grab a burrito because this video is taking much longer, and there is a really cool like transition thing I want to add to this video. It involves paper, it involves taking photos, it involves a green screen. So I am really going all out with the edits. Therefore, I am just gonna order dinner, or not order, but like I'm gonna go grab dinner before it starts snowing. And then I'm gonna continue editing. I finished all the rough cutting, so all the rough cuts are done. As I go in and edit the videos, I always get questions on like how I edit or how I find time to edit. The answer to the second question is I just make time whenever I can. A lot of the times I edit in the night when I am done working for the day, but I also, something that's really beneficial to me and works in my schedule is dedicating days to editing. So like I will dedicate an entire day to sit at the computer or sit at my, like on my couch and just edit, do as much as I can. Those days are typically very, very long days where I'm working like 12, 13 hours just editing. But usually on a day where it's gloomy or I don't have a lot to do or I don't have a lot of orders, I'll dedicate that day to editing, especially if I have contractors coming over now, because like I have a lot of people coming by to like fix stuff in this place. I will dedicate certain days to editing. So like today and tomorrow are going to be editing heavy days. I'm supposed to go to the coffee shop with Toba tomorrow, but they actually are coming to paint, and so I don't want to leave them here with my cats without me here, so I'm postponing coffee with Tova, and I'm going to be here tomorrow while they paint. They never usually give me a specific window as to when they're coming. They just say 8 to 5, so they could be coming at 8, they could be coming at 4. So I'll basically just be here doing computer work. I'm going to try to get a bulk of the editing done for 2 videos tomorrow. They are much shorter. This video had like over 5 hours of footage, and I guess that makes sense as to why it takes 5 hours to rough cut, because I basically have to watch the entire footage unless it's like a speed through. So anyway, as I was saying, something that I do while I'm editing to make the end result of editing, like the creative edits, a lot easier and faster. Actually, I wouldn't even say faster, I would just say easier, because I do forget a lot of things. I have a very like terrible memory. In Final Cut Pro, which is what I used to edit, you can actually add these things called markers, and they have 3 different types of markers. They have just the regular marker, which is purple, they have the to-do marker, which is red, and then they have the chapter marker, which is orange. So for the chapter marker, I use that for every single new day, and this just helps me with transitions and text, adding text, so like the next day or, you know, the date or whatever. Then the red markers I use for clips that I want to use at the very beginning of the video. So in a lot of my videos, if you guys are regular subscribees, why did I say it like that? If you guys are regular watchers, you guys will have seen in the beginning of literally almost all of my videos, I do like a little preview of what's happening with text on the screen now, but I've been doing like that little preview for a very long time. It's something, I didn't invent that, but just I like it. It looks good, and I like giving like you guys a little preview and a little bit of an explanation about what you guys are gonna watch. But that is like actually the most daunting part, is because like I need to pick the perfect clips that really embody the video. So I use those red markers, which are the to-dos, in order to segment different types of clips that I want to add in the beginning of the video. So when I'm skimming through them, if I find like a part's funny, or that it pertains to the video, or that it is something really cool, I will mark that so that I remember to go back and copy that to the beginning of the video for that intro clip. Then the purple markers are for any other thing. So if I want to add a transition, if I want to add text, if I want to add a sound effect, if there's a specific song that I want to use at this certain point. A lot of my videos have more like cozy instrumental jazz music, but sometimes I like to add a little bit more upbeat music if I am feeling like the video is getting a bit dreary, because sometimes if you use too much slow music, it starts to get like tired, and then I feel like the vibes are getting ruined. So that's kind of a little bit of how I edit. I feel like that's kind of something that's interesting. I don't know if it is or isn't. You can comment down below if you don't want me to talk about editing anymore, but I feel like that's something that I get a lot of questions about, but I never really answer, just because it's hard to explain all of that in like a YouTube comment or like an Instagram comment. So there's that. In case if you were ever wondering how I kind of break up my editing or how I do kind of my edits, there's that. I don't know if I'll ever do like a full in-depth editing tutorial because honestly I've learned all this stuff as I go and just learn it as I play around with the actual software. But I do like to give you guys tips and tricks as I go because I know a lot of you guys are content creators and small business owners, or you know, wanting to be small business owners, so share my tips when I can. I'm gonna stop talking because it's 5 o'clock and I need to go get dinner. I don't really like, I feel like I've eaten so much today, but like, so like I'm full, but I know that if I don't get dinner now, I'm not gonna want to leave, so I'm gonna go. An update because I feel like I have not filmed much today because honestly I've just been on the computer doing a lot of planning. I created an entire Notion page for some short form content and b-roll. I've been talking a little bit about how I want to start planning more of my b-roll and starting to build my b-roll vault. So basically I was just creating a huge b-roll list, and I was also creating a list of content ideas for Instagram, mainly short form because I already have like long form video content, and for me short form video content ideas are the hardest to come by. So I've been just figuring this out, creating a Notion page for it. I'm actually really obsessed with how it turned out, so I can't wait to show you guys all of the content stuff in another video. But right now I just spent the last like maybe 30 minutes trying to develop a bag pattern. I am really wanting to make the ruffle bag, but I also want to make another kind of bag that has a bit more of like a bookish spin on it. So I have an idea of a bag that I want to make. I saw something like this on Pinterest, but I've never sewn a bag with this many pieces. I've only ever really sewn like 2 panels together, and then I box out the corners to make it a gusset instead of sewing an actual bottom panel on it and side panels. So I was thinking to create some sort of tote bag or bag that you can use for so many different things and not just bringing to like a farmer's market, if that makes sense, where it's still small enough but also big enough to carry a substantial amount of things, but where it's not like big and clunky like a duffel bag. So I have an idea. I'm gonna go and look in my fabric stash and see if I can find some fabric that I want to use as my tester, and hopefully I can actually make this bag to where I don't mess it up and have to throw it away, because I do not want to leave the house today. It is so windy, it's so cold. It is -21. So I want to try to make this bag. I don't know if I'm going to make it today, but at least I'm going to cut the pieces out, because tomorrow I'm going to be going to the coffee shop with Tova. We ended up figuring out our schedule so that we can actually meet up tomorrow, and so I'm really excited because I have a lot of planning to do for the collection. So I'm gonna stop with the planning for now, and I'm gonna see if I can make up that tote bag, or at least cut up the fabric and maybe quilt the panels. I am waiting for the painters to come. I don't know when they're coming, if they're even coming today, but yeah, I'm gonna make a lunch first because I'm starving. I'm gonna make a tuna sandwich. Shocker, I know. And then I'm going to start figuring out what fabric I want to use for this. And if this bag turns out well, I'm going to get started on making the bags for the collection, because that is going to be the biggest task. And then after that, I'll work on the mini pouches in Kindle sleeves and book sleeves. I am going to be making this, I think, a bag centered launch, because spring, summer is on the horizon, and I really want to come out with bags. But I think I've decided for this collection I'm going to be doing one-of-a-kind bags, maybe one of each, maybe 2 if I can make enough or have enough fabric. But I'm definitely thinking to do one-of-a-kind bags for this collection, and I'll probably make, like, I don't know, 8 or something. We shall see. I've been waiting for the painter people to come and they never came. So just waiting around for no reason. I've been really working on getting this new bag drafted up. I'm actually going out for coffee with Tova tomorrow morning, so I want to bring this bag to get some content of it at the coffee shop because I feel like that would be super cute. I just want to take a photo of this because it's giving very pink aesthetic. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So I just made the front panels. They look so good. Okay, I'm just a pink girly, so anything that's pink is cute, but this is cute. So I finished both of the front quilted panels, so now I'm going to quilt all the pieces. I'm gonna do straight lines, I'm pretty sure, just because I think that's gonna look the cutest. If I do diagonal, it's gonna look weird because these are square, so I just feel like it's gonna look better if I do straight lines. So that's what I'm gonna do. I already cut out all the batting. I also cut out all of the lining fabric and all like the extra fabric for pockets and bows and stuff. So I'm gonna start sewing all that together, and that's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm probably not gonna talk through much of this because I've already been like cutting fabric and making the pattern for the last 2 hours, and now it's 3:30 and I do still have to make dinner tonight. I'm gonna do chicken Caesar wraps, and I think Jacob's coming over, but I'm not 100% sure. But either way, I want to try and get this bag done tonight, so we gotta do what we gotta do. Plus the sun's going in and out, and I'm filming b-roll, and so I'm just getting a lot of stuff done. But I just want to update you guys because I feel like I have not been talking a lot today, mainly because people have been outside and we all know I'm nervous, but also because I've been waiting for the painters and they never came, so beats me, I don't know. Okay, has it literally been like 4 hours? Yes, but we finished the bag and I'm actually dying. Literally, look how cute this bag is. You guys, you can't really see because the camera angle. Let me try and show you. Look at the bag. It is so cute, and the size is perfect. This is the front of the bag. It has a little bow on the front. It's quilted, it's cute, it's huge. It's gonna be so amazing for me to bring all my stuff to the coffee shop tomorrow to take some photos. I love it so much. This is the cutest thing I think I've ever made. I say this about everything, but this definitely coming to the spring collection. However, it's gonna be one of a kind, unique items, and low-key, this one might have to be mine, but I'm gonna get straight to work on making more of these. I'm so excited. This is what I needed to reignite my motivation and my passion for sewing again, and for my business, and my motivation to work, because my 2 hands made this. Goodbye. And I added a bow tie because literally can't not add a bow tie. And then in the inside, if you untie the bow, so cute, it has a pocket on the inside with my logo. So cute. I'm obsessed. Can't wait to get some photos of her tomorrow. I need a cute outfit and everything. I love it. It's giving spring. Good morning, everyone. I am in the car and I'm ready to go. I'm headed to the coffee shop to work with Tova. It's currently 8:09. I'm 9 minutes behind. I should have left at 8 o'clock, but I had some little things to do in the house before I actually left. Oops. No, I dropped the camera lens cover. You guys know those days where you're having a good day, but just things are just making you angry. It's just one of those mornings. Anyway, secured the camera cover. I picked it up from underneath the seat only to have thrown it underneath another seat by accident. Anyway, I'm gonna get going on the road. Had a coffee already, but I'm gonna have another one when I get to the coffee shop, obviously. I filled up my water bottle and I'm ready to hit the road. I'm excited. I may stop in to go on the way home just because I really need to get a copy of Fearless and I want the red copy and then I'll get the pink copy after. I have all the copies of all of them, so I need to finish my collection. So I'm excited. And then I'm gonna download Enchantra either on Audible or on my Kindle. Maybe Audible because I have a free credit. It's not really free, you pay for it, but anywho, let's get out of this parking garage and get this show on the road. While I was at the coffee shop, I was working on a bunch of different things, but the one thing that I was focusing on was editing my new website. And you guys have heard a lot about me working behind the scenes on revamping my website and giving it a whole new look, all thanks to today's sponsor, which is Debutify. I've been working on my new website for about a few weeks now, and I thought I would share some updates about how it's coming along and some of my favorite features so far. If you haven't heard of Debutify before, it is a theme builder that is specifically designed for Shopify websites, which means it integrates to your Shopify account similar to a theme that you can get on Shopify's actual platform, except this theme is fully customizable without the use of coding or hard to understand apps. They have hundreds and hundreds of widgets, from cart upsells, quantity breaks, sticky add to cart, and even discount saved pop-ups to help boost conversion and make your site customized to your brand. If you're ever stuck on something or need help, Debutify has a great support team, and they even have Debutify Academy where you can look up help videos on certain issues and they break down common solutions and walk you through how to do things. I am loving the way that my website is turning out so far. The customization options that I have available at my fingertips are so amazing, and it's making it super easy for me to create the website of my literal dreams. The one thing that's really important to me about creating a website for my small business is making sure that it's easy to navigate for a customer and making sure that there's not too much on the screen, but there's also just enough to make it aesthetically pleasing. I have been loving getting to create my website with Debutify, and they make it super easy for me to create the website that I truly love, and I'm so excited to launch my website soon. So if you're looking to redo your website or start a new website from scratch, definitely check out Debutify. You can use my code MIA50 for 50% off your first 3 months with Debutify. I love the way that mine is turning out so far, and I'm so excited to revamp our websites together. Thank you to Debutify for sponsoring this part of the video, and now let's get on with the rest of the video. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. I didn't film for the vlog yesterday because I was filming a different video, so the office looks a little bit different. I did some errands yesterday, changed the office, been doing some cleaning. I'm going to show you guys what the office closet looks like now because it's looking really nice. I do have to work on some final housekeeping for the actual closet itself, like making labels and organizing everything. But you guys will see that all in the spring quarterly reset video that I'm filming, and instead today we need to talk about the spring collection because I feel so behind. And okay, I'm about to start my period, so I know that that's why these emotions and these feelings are coming up super strong, especially just today. Like, it's just a few days out and I'm having a rough time. Also, my hair, I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway. I did my hair today also. I got ready, showered. I'm starting work a little bit late because we had people coming actually today to fix the cabinets. So they actually came. Yay. So the cabinets are fixed. I just set aside all of the cat stuff, put them in the cat cupboard now that it's fixed. So I'm starting to finally feel like everything is coming together. Organizing's happening, labeling's happening, things are getting put away, and my heart is feeling happy now. But when it comes to the spring collection and my business essentially, I'm stressed because I would have already liked to drop the spring collection and I have yet to start sewing anything. I have yet to figure out what I even want to launch. Angels jumping into boxes. But as I was saying, I still have yet to figure out what I even want to launch in this collection and the product lineup, and I'm getting a little bit stressed out about the bags, and because I'm now fully not made to order, I don't want to make the bags made to order and run into the stress that comes with it. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do these without making people unhappy, and I know I can't please everyone, obviously, but like, I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know anything. So it's kind of stressing me out. I really need to figure this out so that I can actually start sewing next week. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I posted a bunch of polls on my Instagram this morning, and I am excited to hear you guys' responses. In terms, I'll kind of show them up on the screen here. But the first one I did was the coin pouches. I want to know if you guys want coin pouches or not. They're super easy to sew up. I can use scrap fabric for it, so it's a good way to reuse the scrap fabric from the spring patterns that I will be doing for the spring book sleeves and spring Kindle sleeves and all that stuff. So I will have a way to make as much waste as possible, or reduce as much waste as possible, I guess. So I asked you guys if you guys want me to bring coin pouches back, because they're pretty much sold out right now. Then I asked you guys in terms of sizing for book sleeves, because I've noticed that the paperback sleeves are not selling as much, but the large and extra large sizes sell out every single time. I'm making some adjustments to the extra large size that fits planners, tablets, and like notebooks and stuff. They will now have a zipper, which I've had a lot of questions and a lot of inquiries about that, so I'm excited to finally add zippers to that. That makes me remember I need to order zipper pulls from Wawak. I need to do that today. So I think I'm going to be prioritizing large and extra large and paperback at a very limited quantity because they don't sell as much. Now with that being said, I don't want to get rid of paperback sizes completely, obviously, but I do want to bring large and extra large sizes back because I have like maybe one or two of each, not even like two. So then I asked you guys about e-readers and what types of e-readers you guys have, so I can develop a size that will fit the Oasis and the Kobo, the one with the buttons. I've had a lot of people ask me about that. Obviously it's not going to be something that I stock a lot of because there are like a lot less of those than there are regular size e-readers for people. So I just need to develop a size that I think is going to work. So I asked you guys what you guys' devices are so I can kind of gauge how many I need to make and how popular those Kindles are, or e-readers. Then I also asked you guys about the tote bags. This is the dilemma that I'm currently facing. I don't know if I want to do one-of-a-kind totes or if I want to just come out with two designs or even one design and have a few of those. In total, I think I'm going to have about 6 bags, mainly because they take so much fabric to make. Not only that, they take quite a bit of time to make. And then last but not least, in the vlog where I prepped for the market, I made these little mini stickers. I didn't end up selling them because I never ended up making them into bundles. However, that made an idea in my head of either doing mini sticker bundles of like 10 mini stickers, and they could be used as filler stickers, whatever, if you just want smaller ones, and doing themed bundles, so like bookish, romance, fantasy, non-bookish, coffee lover, etc. But having like a themed one, and then you'll see all the options, and then it'll just be a random assortment of theme stickers. It'd be like $10 or $12. Or I can have a section on the website where we have individual mini stickers that are sold at like $1 or $2, and you can buy them individually, and then you can stack them and you pick which ones you want. So maybe you want some from coffee, maybe you want some from cottagecore or romance read or fantasy, whatever. You can assort them to whatever you want, and there will be a deal for like 10 stickers, so that it will make the price the same as the bundle, but you will get to pick your own assortment, if that makes sense. And because mini stickers are so easy to make, and I can fit like literally 50 of them on a sheet, I can keep those in stock very fast, and I can also print out like 3 or 4 bundles per sheet. So that's all the stuff that I posted about. I'm still stressed because yeah, there's just so many things I need to do. I need to start on the new rep post. I want to post that on Saturday, tomorrow, about the new reps. I want to gather them, pick them in a week, and send out their packages before May, so they get it before May. I need to get better at sending the rep packages a week prior to the month. That way they have enough time to make content with it, have them for the entire month, instead of me sending it very close to the end of the month. It's just not working that way. My reps have had no problem with it, as like they've said that to me, but I just feel like for me it would be better, and I just kind of need to get my ducks in a row. I've just been all over the place, and I'm starting to feel the stress of me not having things organized. So that's why I always keep everything organized, because when it's not organized, I start to spiral. So I know this is kind of like a result of me moving, and obviously like I can't really control things not going to plan because there's a lot of things that need to be done in here. Moving is a big stress in and of itself, and I feel very chaotic. I need to get started on this stuff. I actually have to make something first for my mom. She needs a name. I don't think I mentioned it in this video. I think I mentioned it in the other one, but she needs a name for my stepsister to put in her room above her bed. So I'm gonna make that. I already picked up the vinyl from Michael's yesterday when I got my new cutting mat. Let me show you guys. It is so big. Actually, I'll show you guys with the camera off. This is her. The width of it this way is the same as the longest width of my smaller mat. So this goes up to 36 inches on this side and 24 inches on the other side. It is ginormous. I really wanted this bigger table so I could get the bigger mat and have more space for cutting fabric, cutting the wadding, the batting. It's gonna make sewing a lot faster. I always feel weird when I'm talking and not talking to you guys. With all this upgrading and bigger table, bigger mat, better machine, it's gonna make sewing faster, which was the whole goal when I bought all of this stuff. And also it's going to make me be able to get this spring launch out faster. I don't wanna rush the collection because I hate doing that. I need time to make content, film B-roll, do my storytelling videos, do all that stuff. So I don't wanna rush it. If it so happens that I have to launch it second week of May, so be it. I will just get to work on the summer collection. I don't know, things are just piling up. But anyway, if I have to launch it in May, I will do it, okay? Spring weather isn't even spring weathering because it's literally gloomy and it was snowing last night. So the weather's giving me some time to figure this stuff out, but I'm also like, I should have had this done a while ago. That's just my thoughts. I just needed to brain dump for you guys because I always feel better when I like vocalize my thoughts instead of letting them eat away at my brain and then like low-key getting overwhelmed the entire day and then going to bed and like wanting to cry myself to sleep because I'm stressed. So feel better now that I've talked about it. I kind of have a better plan in action. Okay, I hope this works because if it doesn't, I might have to cry. I think I'm gonna bring the Cameo over here so that I can enable like the matless cutting thingy. So let's do that and get this set up. Get the vinyl that's stuck out of here, I learned a trick a while ago. You twirl the inside roll until the outside part unsticks from the side walls, and then you just kind of like wiggle it out, and then it comes right out. Done, and that was super easy and super fast. We love that. I think what I will do is I might add some hearts and stuff to this page so that I can add some little designs because I know my mom's gonna want that. So I'm gonna cut this stuff out and then we'll come back and then I'll actually get to doing work. I just needed to do this for my mom. Just pulling fabric for the spring collection. So I started with some of the fat quarters that I used to do the patchwork on the bags. So I have two pink inspired bags so far. I have one that's going to be pink and green. I think I want to do green gingham with this one, or I might end up using, no, that's not gonna work. Or I could use this one. Let's see. I could also do this because I think I have enough of a fat quarter for this. We can do this combination. But I was thinking because there's green in this pattern that this green gingham would complement it really nicely. But then again, it's also a different green, so I'm not sure. I also have this fabric that I used for my own bag, I'm pretty sure, that we could add so that we could add some more pink into it. So it could be like green and pink. That's another option. And then I think the interiors of these are either going to be gingham or plain fabric as well. Plain fabric with a patterned pocket. Like I said, I think I'm going to go with the one-of-a-kind option because I think it's going to be more fun and more fun to do the combinations together. I've been using my little fat quarter basket to kind of use up some of these. I also have a kitty one that's really cute. So like, I don't know what I can use that for. But then I also have this, and then I have 3 whole entire meters of this one, which is super cute. This is definitely gonna get, it's giving more summer. I also have a fat quarter of this beautiful, beautiful blue fabric, which I am going to use for a blue inspired bag. And then I have these 2 Canadian fat quarters, so I could make a Canadian bag. Yeah, so I'm feeling a little bit more excited. Then I have all of these for the spring collection. I'll share more about the patterns that I pick and everything in an upcoming Petals and Patches video. I'm gonna go make something to eat for lunch because it's 12 o'clock. I just realized I'm starving and my stomach is grumbling. I wanted to give you guys an update on what I've been doing because I feel like I have not filmed that much today. But I have just been editing the market vlog, and some guy came here for the windows today and the fire alarm just went off. And the cats literally just about shat themselves. The thing is so loud. They have like 6 fire alarms in here and they all make a very loud sound, which I understand, but like, why do I need 6 in here? Like, my ears were ringing afterwards. And I have a funny photo of Angel because she literally was in the bathroom because she lays on the countertop, because I don't really use that bathroom and nobody really uses it either because I don't have any guests. So the litter box is in there, but she just sleeps on the counter on this like piece of thing that I bought. And anyway, half of her body was in the sink and half of her body was on the counter. It was so funny, but like, obviously I knew she was scared, but the way that she was hiding was funny. Anyway, so I've just been editing this market vlog. My mom wants to go for dinner, me, her, and my brother. So I booked us a reservation at a restaurant at 5:45, I think, or 5:30. So I'm going to get dressed for that shortly. In about 15 minutes, I'm just gonna finish hopefully editing half of the finishing clip in this vlog. I am rough cutting everything and then I'm gonna go in and do all my refined edits tonight so I can have this video done, ready to go tomorrow. I'm gonna post it on Saturday. I'm trying out like a different upload schedule where I just kind of post videos when they're ready. I do like having a structured posting schedule, but I feel like since I'm moving, or like, well, I've already moved, since I'm trying to settle into my place and there's a lot of like things that are impacting my ability to work on a normal schedule, I feel like right now just posting when I can and post when the videos are ready is probably my best bet, unless it's obviously like a sponsor video, which I have so many of those to film and I just haven't had any time to film them, so I really need to get my butt in gear with that. Just things after things of remembering I shouldn't have filmed this clip because now I remember that I have videos to film and I haven't filmed them. Happy Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it is. Tuesday, April 15th. It's currently 10:41. I've had a busy morning full of meetings and emails, and honestly, I've just been doing a lot of cleanup this morning, so that's why I didn't start my day until right now, like in terms of Blush Designs Co stuff and like the fun stuff. So right now I am working on the brand rep post. I need to post this today, like literally right now, so I can have a week and then pick the reps, get their information, and send them their rep package. I'm so excited. I'm kind of scared with the whole US tariff situation, but we shall see. I am creating the rep post. I'm doing it similar to what the post was at the beginning of the year. This is because I want them to stay cohesive, so it's pretty much the same. It's the same background, same colors. I just changed the graphic at the front, and then I also edited some text. It's back to pouring rain. Today is such a crappy day. It's so gloomy, and honestly, my mood directly is impacted by the weather. Why is the camera doing that? Hello? Are we broken? Nice. Okay. Okay, I think I fixed it. Oh my god, that was actually gonna send me into a mental breakdown. What was going on? Okay, now that I fixed my camera, it is 11:40 and I finished posting the new... Is it snowing? No, I think that's just residual rain from the balconies. I finished posting the rep post and I was just about to start Googling how to fix my camera, but I fixed it. So I am now going to create the jot form for my existing reps and then send that out to them so that all the rep stuff is done and squared away. And then I honestly think I'm gonna make lunch because I'm getting a little bit hungry. And then after we do that, we're gonna go in the office and I'm gonna actually get started on sewing up a new book sleeve and with the zipper so I can try and look at sizing. Books. The first book is Throne of the Fallen, which is a hardcover. It's a bigger hardcover than normal hardcovers, slightly. So I like to use this to get like the biggest hardcover size. I know there's probably bigger hardcovers than this, but anyway, this is the only one I have. And then for paperback, I'm using The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy. This is a thicker romance book, and it's also like the same height as a lot of my other romance books. Again, I know I don't have all the books ever to be created, but these book sleeves are meant to fit as many as I can, right? Like not all books are made the same, not all books are produced in size the same, so I try to accommodate as much as I can. That's why I'm doing this. I think I'm going to go with this size and add a zipper, so I'm going to go and find my old sizing, and then I'm going to measure this and resize it, and then we're going to make a spring patterned one. That way it fits with the same vibe that we're doing, and we can also test out some colors and also test out spring stuff. Okay, anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. So I finished sewing both of the sleeves, so now it's time to test them to see what books they can fit. Here is the first sleeve. It's so pretty. I'm obsessed with this pattern. I got this pattern to make something as a personal project, but now I think I need to go back to the quilt shop and get the rest because this needs to be in the collection. Literally it does. But anywho, then this is the liner fabric. It's a gingham. This is the first time I've ever done like a pattern inside. I kind of love it, but it makes it more expensive. Anyway. Then we have this pattern, which I got at a fat quarter at a quilt shop. Oops, and then it has a bright yellow inside. I just wanted to use like scrap fabric that I had, or like fabric that I wasn't planning on using for the collection yet, just so I can save as much material as possible. But I actually really love this, so let's see what it fits. So let's start with the hardcover and putting this copy of Fearless into the big sleeve. I'm scared. What if it doesn't fit? So put her in here. It fits and it zips. It's so cute. Okay, so the copy of Fearless fits. Let's see if the, I don't know if this might be a stretch, but maybe Throne of the Fallen fits in here. It might actually fit. It does. Oh my gosh. It fits. It fits. and it zips up perfectly. The size is perfect. Okay, so this hardcover size works perfectly. Let's see if we can fit Fearless into the smaller version. I tested out 2 sizes to see which size is better. So let's see. I definitely need to unthing this corner here because it's still a bit stuck. Let's try it with a paperback first so I don't get sad in case it doesn't fit. So this is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. It's like a thicker book. She fits. Okay, so it fits with room to spare. And then, now let's try fitting Fearless in here. Oh my god, it actually fits. This is perfect. Oh my god, this is mine. I'm keeping it. I have to keep it. It's so pretty and I need it. But it's perfect. People have been wanting a zipper for so long. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I think zippered sleeves are going to be coming in terms of paperbacks and hardcovers. Maybe hardcovers, like maybe this will be the size. And then, yeah, oh my god, okay, I'm so excited. Because this sleeve could probably fit multiple paperbacks. And then maybe we keep the quilted regular paperback size for smaller paperbacks as open top. I'll have to sit down to do some math. But then we have the Graham Effect, which is a thicker paperback book, which I know it fits. Perfect. And it fits perfectly. It zips so that it can't get ruined at the top. And I'm so excited, guys. Literally, I'm so happy. I know that Throne of the Fallen is not going to fit in here, but we might as well just try. Wait a minute, guys. The dust jacket is making so that it can't really fit in here, but it literally fits. What the heck? And it zips up. Goodbye. Goodbye. This is the size. This is the size we're doing. The smaller size. Bye. Okay, so it fits. That's actually crazy. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, this is like the largest hardback that I own. Sorry for the noise in the background. They are doing carpet in the hallways. I'm actually so happy with how this turned out. I'm so excited now. This is, I think, what I needed to give me some oomph to work on the spring collection, because literally the other day I was thinking, why do I just skip the spring collection and move on to summer? I'm so excited. I think it's definitely gonna be a smaller collection than I usually do, but you know, better small than none. So let me tidy up and turn the sewing machine off, and then I think I'm going to take some photos and get this put into my Notion and the sizing and price this out with the pattern inside, because this is spoonflower fabric on the inside, and price this out to see how much the price changes, if I can still keep it the same price or if I need to increase it, because I feel like I might need to increase it slightly because of the zipper and then the pattern inside. So let's do some math and some calculations. Bedroom because I feel like we needed a change of scenery, but I just finished making some of the components to my dinner. I spent like 30 minutes trying to figure out what I even wanted to eat, because lately I've just been not in a chicken mood. But I bought chicken at the grocery store, and like I don't want to make pasta. I had a quesadilla last night from Barburrito because I feel like Mondays are a takeout day for me. It's just like that's how it's been for the last couple of weeks. So I didn't want to make the burrito bowls like I originally planned, so I ended up making chicken, and then I made like a faux Greek salad because I can't have tomatoes, and Greek salad tastes the best with tomatoes, but I couldn't. And then when I get home, because I'm about to go to the mall, I'm gonna wait for that chicken to cool down for like the next 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna head out, but I'm gonna go drop my computer off to get fixed at Apple. So I knew that when I come back, it's gonna be late well, not late, but it's gonna be later in the evening, and then I'm gonna have to feed the cats. And I know when I get back, I'm not gonna wanna like wash and season and cook the chicken. So I just decided to make it now. And then when I come back home, I will reheat it, and then I'll make the fries for like my Greek bowl. No rice, just fries instead. It's kind of like a gyro, whatever you call it. My boyfriend's literally Greek. How do I not know how to say that? But I wanted to close out this video because we've come to the end of the video. I have been trying to make the content since moving a little bit more different than the content when I was at my mom's house. I felt like the vlogs were starting to get a little repetitive, especially because I do sew for like a lot of my days, or did sew for a lot of my days. Now that I moved, I haven't really been sewing because I've been so busy. But I wanted to kind of give more variation to the vlog and kind of bring in some more of my life, because I don't want to like make this into a whole big segment because I do have to go. But so maybe I'll talk about this in another video, but basically, in brief, I don't want my content to only be about me working on my small business. And that's kind of what I envisioned for my channel when I first started it anyway. But I just didn't really do anything interesting other than go to the gym and prep for my powerlifting stuff back when I first started my channel. And also work on, obviously, growing my business. So those were like the only two things I was doing. It was very difficult to film when I lived in my old house, so I never really incorporated the lifestyle element into it. I am doing a lot more and my life is changing. I also started my YouTube channel when I was 20, I think. I think I was 20. Yeah, I was 20. And like, yes, 2 years isn't that big of a change and like doesn't seem like it's a lot, but I have changed so much since then. And so I want my content to kind of reflect that, and I wanted to kind of just share my thoughts on that. And also ask you guys, if you like watching the vlogs, then obviously you guys watch to the very end to hear me say all this, so thank you so much for watching to the end. So I want to know, like, what part of the vlogs do you guys like the best? It could be anything from like me talking and doing something, or sewing, or sharing small business like flops, or whatever it is that you guys like to watch in the vlogs. Can you please comment it down below? That way I can kind of tailor different vlogs to different parts that you guys like and incorporate different things into each vlog. I'm trying to come up with more series and different types of vlogs, so that's why the content's kind of shifting a little bit, and also my upload schedule is changing. Like I mentioned in a few of the other vlogs, I am trying to take a more creative approach to the editing process and also the filming process, I guess, too. So videos take a lot longer to film and edit. So that's why I have been only really posting like every 8 days or so, which is not bad, but I was posting like literally twice a week before. So I kind of just want to give you guys an update on that front. I feel like I haven't really talked about that, and I do want to talk about this whole like content stuff and like how my content is changing. I'm still going to be doing literally like small business stuff all the time because that is who I am, and obviously like that's what I do like a lot of my days. But I also want to incorporate some more things from my actual life, like cooking. It's something I really like to do, doing hobbies and reading content, and just sprinkling some of those into the vlogs, and also maybe some dedicated videos for anything that you guys want to see that isn't necessarily like Blush Designs Co. related, whether that be like cooking videos or like a journey with me on my baking journey, because I do want to learn how to bake this year. So yeah, I hope that you guys stay along with this slight shift in my content and my videos. I really love making videos. It's actually the highlight to my day. This is, or has been, my dream ever since I've been a kid. It was to make YouTube videos and actually have people watch them and engage with them. So the little 10-year-old girl inside of my heart is so happy. So I wanted to thank you guys for being such amazing people and for always supporting me and leaving the kindest comments ever. I love you guys so much, and seriously, you guys make doing this job so much better because I get to film it and talk to you guys and have this amazing community on here. So thank you very much for staying to the very end of this video. Please let me know what you like about the vlogs. If there's anything in particular that you watch for, then do share, because I want to make content tailored around what you guys like. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe so you can join the Queenie community and stay tuned with weekly studio vlogs and some extra small business videos And now lifestyle videos sprinkled in throughout the month. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!